My city took my innocence since 14, ain't seen it since. Lighting blunts like incense, sitting and whipping reminisce. How we took a nigga from young to old. Took a pure-hearted nigga to so cold. Fuck it, no one is to be trusted. So much hate and discussion. These niggas constant rushing on what you got in common. From bitches to dough, these niggas are falling in pressure. Reply, think you colors fly. My nigga, don't be surprised at who you got. Still standing by your side. 100 niggas screaming like they love you. Only 5 they gon' ride. They screaming gang, gang until you let your chain.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back in King's Corner, episode 14. You see the title on the thumbnail, Against All Odds. First of all, I want to apologize for my tardiness as of late. I had somebody speak out who's an avid viewer, who also has my direct line and air it all times when they feel like it. Who I'm talking about? Talking about the wise man, of course. He even said, gotta get it together, man. You've been slacking on the professionalism and the punctuality. So I do want to apologize to y'all for that. Getting my shit together. Still was a little off by a few minutes today, but I do got all my supplies. So I'm ready to just rock and get straight to it. I don't even gotta hold off or nothing. Trying to let this chat build up, cause once I start, I ain't stopping unless y'all got like a good little question to throw in there to me. Hold on, let me send this around real quick, and then I'm gonna be done with it, y'all. I'm gonna hop on this. But Pineapple Pine, hello, what's going on? Appreciate you in the chat with the likes and the comments. Like I said, I'm about to go in right now. Alright, so everybody loves a success story, right? But nobody wants the struggle that creates one. And I don't understand that. Because in order for you to have any type of success, it's gonna be some struggle, it's gonna be some pain in there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to figure out how to get through those joints and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants a success story, but nobody wants a struggle that creates one. Now, if you ever feel like your back is against the wall, if you ever feel like your people don't believe in you, you feel like your circle don't hold you down, they just running off at the mouth, the words don't match the actions or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? This episode is for you, you know what I'm saying? And like always, I always tell you, I'm not here for your likes and shares and shit. Just think of me as your hood therapist, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to get on the chat line, if y'all got questions, or if y'all want to chime in on something I'm talking about, you see the number, 315-933-4381. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to just get into it, you know what I'm saying? What I need people to realize with going for your goals and trying to chase success is that most people don't lose because they failed. Most people lose because they gave up trying in the process to success. You never know when you 5 minutes away from your whole world changing. I got to see that today in a negative way. I was headed to the gym. Every time it was like I was getting ready to step out the door, I would forget something. Keys, had to turn back and get my keys. Phone, had to turn back and get my phone. Blunt, because gotta get my smoke on before and after the gym. Forgot that. And then my headphones was the last thing. You know what I'm saying? Who the Haley Ashworth, I see you. Appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate the love. So I'm sitting here trying to rush out, trying to get to the gym. In such a rush to get to the gym, I get to the light, and it's mad traffic all the way up the street type shit. I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? What's going on? You know, usually, I get to the gym type shit type quick. Man, I'm sitting in traffic for like 20 minutes. And then I finally get up to my turn where I literally turn in for the gym. It's a whole wild ass car accident out that joint. You know what I'm saying? And I had to believe it was God's timing because it's literally a vehicle just like mine, different color, but just like mine. The very lane that I turn into to go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? And it's no telling how off I could have been from being in the midst of that my damn self. It could have been 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a couple seconds, I don't know. Um, oh, you think so? That's beautiful, Natalia. That's very beautiful. Your uncle's a whole zest spot, and you want to get him a man. That's beautiful. You should keep searching though. That's beautiful right there. Um, Subscribe to him. Nah, for real though. Why they over here talking about that goofy shit in the chat? Um, I literally sat there and I'm looking. I'm like, damn, I was in such a rush to get here, not even knowing this could have been God keeping me from being caught up in this bullshit right here. You know what I'm saying? And it was a wild accident. I'm talking vehicle totaled out, all the airbags is blown, all the windows shattered. The other car, all they airbags blown, all they windows shattered. Like, joint was wild. I'm just looking like, yo, how in the entire fuck am I always still in a rush to get somewhere? And I know in the back of my mind and in the front of my mind and in my spirit that everything is God's divine timing. Nothing is late, nothing is off. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when people tell you behind, people tell you late, you not. Everything is set up the way the Most High wants it to go. And the sooner we accept that and understand that, you know what I'm saying, it'll be easier. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Another thing we do gotta realize too is to stop giving up in the midst of trying just because the shit gets hard or the shit gets rough. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be great the entire time. In order for you to even climb to the top, to enjoy the top, you gotta enjoy the bottom, bro. Excuse me. How you gonna enjoy being paid and wealthy and you never been broke before? You never had to struggle. You never had to figure out how you was really gonna make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? To get bread together. You're not gonna really understand that big payday like that. That's why when you see the people who never had to struggle, who never had to worry about nothing, when they get money or they get opportunity, they blow it, they mess it up, they lose it just as fast as they got it. You dig? So we got to realize that the world rewards consistency more than it rewards talent. You see a lot of talented people out here who ain't doing shit, ain't going nowhere, because they're not consistent in nothing that they try. They just consistent in looking like something. They just consistent in talking about something, running their mouth. They ain't consistently being active with nothing. But they talented as hell. And you feel for them. You probably be sitting there looking at them like, damn, I know my mans. I know Shorty got this in them and they could get this and they could do that. But they just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And the world, the universe, karma, the energies, the ethers, whatever you want to call it, it's not going to reward it when you just sitting there throwing bullshit, you know what I'm saying, against the wall and seeing what sticks. You know what I'm saying? Don't quit because it's hard and quit making excuses. If the goal still matters, then you adjust your plan. You don't change your dream. If your goal is to be a rapper, you don't settle for just being, no funniness, a show promoter. You don't settle for being the beat producer. You don't settle for being the director. You know what I'm saying? You keep pursuing your lane as a rapper. That's what you do. You keep chasing and pursuing that. We gotta remember that there's beauty in the struggle. We gotta remember that all the stories that's even worth talking about, them joints come when you down. Them joints come at your lowest. Them joints come at the hard times. Hard times is what build the character. The stress and the struggle is what build the character. That's what really shows people. Forget people. That's what shows you who you truly are. You know what I'm saying? Deep down inside. Because in the face of adversity, what you gonna do? You gonna fold? You know what I'm saying? You gonna give up? Are you gonna try and prosper and get to the next part, the next plan? You know what I'm saying? Um, and when adversity hits, you have to realize that adversity isn't a blockage, it isn't a stoppage. This is your point of breakthrough. You dig? This is the point where everything that you was thinking about, dreaming, or thought in a positive way can become life and become into fruition. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna sit here and pursue anything, we have to be honest with ourselves about why it is that we quit, why it is that we are, happy with defeat. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people quit before their breakthrough because progress to them becomes invisible. When you're doing 1,000 small steps to get to one goal, throughout them little steps, you still, you know, looking further up, further down the path of where your goal is at. But you still sitting right here, looking over there, not noticing, yeah, you still 1,000 steps away from your goal, but you 2,000 steps away from where you started. There's always progress as long as you're not being stagnant. As long as you're not sitting in one spot, there's always progress. Um, Learn to calculate progress by what you couldn't do the day before. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Learn to calculate progress by what you couldn't do the day before. If, let's say you working out, let's say you couldn't pop off and pull out, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, 50 push-ups. You dig what I'm saying? So now you turn around and you take your time, work your way up. You know what I'm saying? Say one day, you hitting 15. Week later, you probably hitting 20. It's all about consistent growth, but see, you so busy set on hitting the 50 mark on the push-ups every time you go per set, that you don't even realize, nah, you ain't hit 50 yet, but you hit 15 and made your muscles stronger. You know what I'm saying? You hit that quick 20 that week straight. You know what I'm saying? Now your frame and your stance is starting to get a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? With when you performing the exercise, and you gotta always remember to just remember where you started, look at where you headed, and just do constant stock on yourself in a good way. Stop always trying to tear yourself down into deterring yourself from what you want and from your goal. You dig what I'm saying? Another reason people quit before their breakthrough is they feel the pressure gets heavier. You know what I'm saying? You see this a lot of times with, it might be social media influencers, it might be regular people, it might be athletes or musicians, but you see where they might be local right here and they seem kind of normal, seem kind of like somebody that you could kick it with or be in tune with, and then it seems like that attention first hits. Like, for example, everybody always says, like, it don't matter what you do. You could be doing YouTube and you say you want 1 million viewers, you want 1 million viewers, 1 million subscribers. If you got 1 million subscribers literally right now in this very second, what would you do? Would you know how to capitalize on the moment? Would you become nervous? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you get what you want, you realize the pressure of maintaining it. So once that pressure gets heavier, you know what I'm saying, you might want to give up on your goal or the pressure it takes to get to your goal. Because in order to get better, you got to change. You got to change yourself. You got to change your mental. To get something you never had before, you got to become somebody you've never been before. And that's real shit. You got to change your mental. You got to change the way you view life, the way you go through life. Because when you want to get to another aspect of life, you got to travel through this thing. You got to travel past these people. You got to travel past these spirits. So you got to make sure you are in line with yourself on the inside, internally, for your external environment to display it. Because a lot of A lot of the chaos and success that we sit in is a direct result. It is a direct image of what your brain is. You ever been to them people's houses who um, they seem like hoarders? They're not really hoarders, but they just got stuff everywhere, all across the house, shoes, clothes, random pieces just strewn all across the house. That's some scatterbrain people, man. Like a lot of the times when you see people living like that, that's a direct line to what they mental is. You know what I'm saying? Half the time. So, excuse me. That's something to take note of with that. I got a little off track, but I'm gonna get us right back. You know what I'm saying? Um, my point of uh, why people quit before their breakthrough right now, talking about when the pressure gets heavier. Um, have a good support system. Try to build you up a good support system. It don't got to be with people you directly know. It don't directly got to be with family, because I have people who they not related to me who support me with. It might be music that I do. It might be the YouTube that I do. Um, when I was doing the clothing line, I had different types of supporters, whether I knew them or not, personally, through networking and me trying different opportunities and trying to learn different stuff. You learn that all your support ain't gonna necessarily come from those right around you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the support is gonna come from some random person who just finds your content or material or product or you suitable and to their liking. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what's my next one I got up here? Oh, this is one I hate. This I hate the most for people. When people try to compare their chapter 2 to somebody else's chapter 20. They've already been doing this longer than you. They've already been at it longer than you. So you're looking at, oh, they did this, they got this going on, and you're sitting here trying to compare where you at on day 5 to somebody who's at day 365. You know what I'm saying? You have to appreciate that, yeah, they all the way up there, they did their thing for sure. But your path is your path. You might get further than them. You might move slower than them. You might move slow now and then one day surpass them at a rate that neither one of y'all even saw coming. But what we do have to do is definitely stop comparing your chapter 2 to that person's chapter 20. Because you don't know what that person went through to get what they got. A lot of the times you see people with the jewelry, you see people with the cars, you see people with, you know what I mean, the little baddie, little light skin John, and you feel like, damn, well, I can't, you know what I'm saying, get to that. You can get to that. If that's what's in your heart, if that's what you achieve, if that's what you believe, if that's what you really want, you can get all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know what that person just did to do it. Don't envy them. Don't grow jealous. Don't grow, you know what I'm saying, mad because you trying to, you dig, um, you trying to come up, and you so stressed on coming up and so pressed about becoming better, you become a dickhead to those around you who ain't do nothing to you because you so busy watching what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't watch them, bro. You can't compare. You could take some lessons. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty about somebody else traveling that path that you've been on or on. There's obstacles, there's some goals, there's some trip ups that they've already been through that they can share with you if you are susceptible to it, because a lot of people have an issue with constructive criticism. And I know a lot of people are like, yeah, a lot of people do, but that's a problem. That's a fucking problem. You have to be able to take constructive criticism in anything. I don't care if it's life, I don't care if it's love, I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's business. Like, you got to take constructive criticism because nobody's perfect. Nobody does everything right. Everybody has room for improvement. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Everybody has room for improvement. Um, Everybody got room for improvement. Uh, should I keep expounding on that one? I don't want to drag y'all out on that, but I feel like that is what happens too much, especially with social media. Especially with social media, you could literally start your business, your page today, and you could see somebody else who's, like I said, already been at it for a few years, and you already instantly comparing because you want that instant gratification, because that is the era we live in where everybody wants instant gratification for everything, but nothing great comes instantly. Nothing great comes quick. I promise you. Um, you gotta learn patience, including me, and I'm an impatient motherfucker. Trust me, very impatient, man. Um, Stop confusing your setbacks with failure too. Please stop confusing your setbacks with failure. When you first start anything, you're gonna mess up. And it's just like walking when you was first born. You couldn't get it right. You slipped, you fell. Your mom's was probably nervous. Your pops was probably timid. You know what I'm saying? With you around coffee tables and shit. Like, but you got to go through that in order for you to learn how to walk. You got to fall off the bike, scrape that knee, scrape that arm, that elbow, for you to learn how to balance and get your speed right on the bike. Um, shit, half y'all out there know y'all can't parallel park. You feel me? Like how many times it took y'all to practice and try that to learn that right there? Just that by itself. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what's another setback that people think? Oh. When you first start in the business and then you make an investment and you might take a loss. You learning, bro. You learning. But if you really want whatever that thing is that you're doing, whatever business it is that you're pursuing, you're gonna have to take some type of setback somewhere. You might have to front the full bill. You might have to give away some freebies. You might have to do some 2-for-1s. Like, um, it's something new. You got to be open to the good and the bad, cause nothing's perfect all the time. Like, think about it. If your girl was perfect all the time, would you really trust that bitch? She'll never argue. She always nice. Always got your food ready. You know what I'm saying? Just wish you off through the front door on your way to work. Wish you back through the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sound cool. But after a while, you're going to get a little paranoid. You don't never argue. She ain't never mad, never displeased, mispleased with nothing. Nothing. Shh. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm-mm-mm. Um, Another thing is burnout. Why people quit before their breakthrough is burnout. Um, whatever, whatever, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you do in life, um, some stuff, yes, it will drag you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an uphill battle, man. But before you burn out, take a little break and reset. Take a little break and just take a deep breath and look at all you've done so far. Or look at all you need to do. Or take a soft reset and figure out what it is you need to adjust that you got going at the moment so that you could do better. You know what I'm saying? Um, I feel burnout comes because you just never hit the brake pedal, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like the problem with today's era is everybody's always hitting the brake pedal. Everybody always want to take their time. Everybody always want to drag their fucking feet, and that shit just, it annoys me like to the 10th power. Like, I hate it, bro. Like, we are born from individuals who probably took some of the most chances that we've ever seen. And it's like now we get to an era where technology is at its highest almost. It's probably in its prime right now. And just the lack of go-getters out here, just the lack of ambition, just the being able to sit and take losses and just sit on their asses, like it's crazy, man. Like, I wish there was a way that we could just take some of that old school know-how, get up and get it done mentality and just bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we're in an era now where everybody's a victim and everybody loves being a victim. Everybody wants somebody to cry for them. Everybody want to cry on somebody's shoulder. Like, ain't nothing in this motherfucking world of beauty. Nothing in this world of beauty is obtained without you having to get ugly first, man. You want the fly car? You gotta work hard to get the bread for that. You want the jewelry? You gotta work hard to get the bread to do that. You want the bad chick? You gonna probably have to work hard and apply yourself to keep shorty attention and maintain shorty attention. You know what I'm saying? Because it could get wicked with that. You know what I'm saying? The key to not burning out, in my opinion, is to not take yourself so serious in whatever it is that you're doing or pursuing. You can't be so gung-ho on your stuff. And I'm telling you from experience with multiple businesses I've tried, from music to, I ain't gonna say I've gotten obsessed with YouTube, but I've definitely gotten close to some anxiety episodes with this, of just trying to put, the episodes together, make sure my material is proper, making sure I'm poised and composed with the, just how I deliver the shit to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because anything you do of pride and effort, you're gonna have to take some good steps and really take your time and, you know what I'm saying, put some effort into it. But I could say honestly at this point I haven't burnt out. But I'm at a point where I'm stopping and smelling the roses now. So I'm not gonna let nothing burn me out no more. I'm not gonna let nothing drag me out. Once I feel myself get to a certain point, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna breathe, I'm gonna, smell the roses, sip the Dawn, you know what I mean? Whew. Got that kick to it, you know what I mean? Yeah. And the last one for why people quit before their breakthrough. Everybody expects their breakthrough to look dramatic. Everything not a movie. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't a reality TV show. Everything ain't a podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. Give me just a second, chat. Because somebody sent me in a question that don't really go with what the topic is for tonight. However, I might throw that in there for you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. There we go. Yeah, but everybody expects their breakthrough to look dramatic. Everybody expects when a moment arrives, they think, the clouds are gonna open up, birds gonna start chirping, and trumpets gonna be sounding off, and you know what I'm saying, everybody gonna be running around clapping and smiling. It's not how it go, man. A lot of the big victories are shared in silence. They're spent alone, unfortunately. But that's the game. That's what you're signing up for. You want to be great. You want to be successful. You want to get to the top. It's not always pretty. It's not always done with a group. You know what I'm saying? So don't expect everything to be a dramatic season finale, mid-season break episode. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to where you, like I said, pay attention to where you started. Look at where you at. Look around the corner and see where you headed. Engage it. Like I said, don't be in a rush for nothing. Like, I promise you, I won't be in a rush for nothing no more. Don't be in a rush for nothing, because Like I said, the Most High's divine timing is just that. It's divine timing. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen, how it's supposed to happen. You dig what I'm saying? That's what I need y'all to do too. I need y'all to stop being victims. I need y'all to be strong out here, man. Like, I need y'all to really stop being victims. Stop letting everything that somebody says get to your feelings. Stop letting everything you see on the news affect your mental. Don't get me wrong, I know it's crazy out here. I know we got shit. Prices still high as shit. We got all type of shit in the air. Motherfuckers can't breathe. We got fucking earthquakes. We got water shortages. They talking about food shortages and shit. Food contamination. And like, I know it's fucked up out here, but here's the thing: you survived everything else throughout your life that was wild. You survived everything else throughout your life that the news said that you wasn't gonna make it through. So I need you to remember the journey that you on, the battles that you already succeeded through. I need you to use hate, rejection, and fuel your. I need you to use hate, rejection, and failure as your fuel at all times. You know what I'm saying? See, it's the beauty about somebody hating on you. While you crying that they hating, that they hating, that they hating, they only hating because they can even see. They even see that you headed somewhere good. They can even tell that you headed somewhere great. You know what I'm saying? That's why they hating. And instead of you just appreciating, yo, I got something on me that can draw some animosity and envy from those around me, you let it break you down. Nah, bro. If they shitting on your name, man, show them that you the shit. You dig what I'm saying? If they trying to throw dirt on your name, man, let them bury you. Resurrect and come back better than ever in your new life, in your new form, man. You got to use it all. You got to use it all. They rejected you. Shorty ain't giving you no play. You try to, build your little courage up to go talk to her. You get shitted on. You out here trying to get on with the music and shit. You probably met your favorite rapper, tried to get on and went nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You thinking your shit about to go viral or pop or something with the social media. It's alright. It's alright. Failure, rejection, hate. It's just gas for the tank, man. Or the blunt. You know what I'm saying? It's just gas, man. Like, you gotta look at the people who took the hate, the rejection, and the failure, and people doubting them and just turned it up. Like, who's somebody? Steph Curry. You sitting there looking like, yeah, niggas be hating on Steph. I ain't talking about the hate Steph get now. I'm talking about the hate Steph got when he first was coming into the league, like his draft report, the things that they said about him. You dig what I'm saying? He was far below NBA standard in explosiveness and athleticism. They said you cannot rely on him to run your team. They said you cannot rely on Steph Curry to run your team. That's what the so-called experts who were picking prospects and rookies for the NBA at that time. That's what they said about Steph Curry, of all people. Arguably the greatest, truthfully, at this point, it's really not arguably, the greatest jump shooter who's ever stepped on the hardwood floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could cook it, cut it, bag it how you want. There's no way around that. The best shooter who's ever touched the hardwood floor is Steph Curry at this point in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you said he was far below NBA standard in explosiveness. This is what the experts said, right? So Steph goes on to get drafted number 7. Now, I'm going to give you the list of the people who got drafted before Steph Curry. You tell me, which one of these players would you rather be over Steph Curry or if you had Steph Curry as your draft pick, who would you have swapped him out with? Blake Griffin, Hashim Thabit, I don't even know who that is, James Harden, Tariq Evans, Ricky Rubio, or Johnny Flynn. These are the people who got picked before Steph Curry in the draft. Blake Griffin, Hashim Thabit, or Thabit, apologize if I'm butchering it, James Harden, Tyreke Evans, Ricky Rubio, and Johnny Flynn. The experts said, probably based off them scouting reports and them other 6 people, that those 6 individuals were better picks than Steph Curry. Shit, I want to say only one person on that list is still playing. I want to say everybody else is retired now. I want to say, and it's James Harden. I think that's who that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, you can't let what people say about you or how they view you dictate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I promise you, had I did that, I wouldn't have been able to do the shit that I did, whether it was music, whether it was sports, whether it was even getting money at times. You dig what I'm saying? Because I could take you back to, long time ago, long time ago, way past statute of limitations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna use no names. You know what I mean? But I had I had 2 friends. One, you know how you got the friend through a friend. So my man's was cool through our mutual friend. But of course they was cooler and whatnot. So how do I word this? They started getting money. They came up on a product. You feel me? And the third party nigga, my man's his homeboy, he the one had the plug or whatever. So he puts my man's on, and I'm sitting on the sideline just watching, like, damn, like, somebody gonna tap your boy in? Let me, you know what I mean? Get in the mix. Move, get it wherever you fit in. I ain't saying I want to do exactly what y'all doing, but can I get some money too? Get some money too? You dig me? Mind you, I'm chopping up with my man trying to, pull it off. They never walked me up to the plug, never put me on, never introduced me, never tossed me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And not that nothing was against my mans who was in the middle, but upon this situation, I was able to learn though, okay, that's how this nigga over here views me. This is how cool we really are, because here is a situation where you could, you know what I mean? And you don't. Had it been reversed, I would have looked out. But niggas, niggas don't do the same. And that's all right. That's fine. That's cool. But like I said, I got to learn that day for free. I got to learn who that nigga was and who my man's really was versus who I thought he was. Because based off the paper, you know what I mean? Niggas do different shit. But it's cool. Fast forward, I ended up, bumping into my plug through my own little dealings and movings and shit. You know what I mean? Old head even told me, who put me on at the time, was like, yo, I like your style anyway. Your friends too loud, you know what I'm saying? They always just, causing a scene and making, making a noise. I notice you don't mind, being by yourself, making moves by yourself, stay like that, be like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the way to navigate and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And here it is. I could have got mad. I could have got jealous. I could have felt rejected. I still got my way anyway. And then shit, to be honest with you, shit, not to toot my own horn, but I ended up lasting longer than them niggas anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, that little shit they was doing, that shit kind of fizzled out in about 8 months. About 8 months, them boys was about done. You know what I'm saying? Because why? They was already moving with the wrong energy to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, here it is. Granted, that was their situation. That was they plug. But it's like, shit, if I'm your mans and I ain't did no snake shit, no fake shit, why not put me on? You know what I'm saying? Why not show no love? Why not spread that? You know what I mean? Why not share the plug? But like I said, I got to learn. I got to learn that day the quick way, the fast way about people. Um, and that's just something you gotta always keep with you and take with you. Don't be mad because that it might be greater for you later. The so-called rejection that you went through. Feel me? Uh, what's another situation I had with rejection? Had a chick I was trying to holler at. You know what I mean? Well, we got past the holler stage. We started talking, but we didn't get to no like serious dating. But Shorty wanted to, go chase another situation, another opportunity that she felt was gonna hold her down. You know what I'm saying? I guess money wise, because boy was a paymaster. If you know me, I ain't no paymaster. Now, if you want Shorty and we rocking and whatnot, I'll look out for you. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? If you holding me down, I'll hold you down. You know what I mean? But I'm not just here to just throw my money in the trash can and watch it burn. Like, nah, we not gonna do that. I gotta get a bang from a buck, baby. Like, but she didn't want to deal with the kid because I wasn't, moving fast enough for her. Fast forward, she fucking with homie. She get pregnant. He get locked up. He get out. Still don't want to help her out with the motherfucking kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I could be mad about rejection, or I could look at, hey, you got what you needed. You got what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be mad when what you ask for is what you get. It's a dirty game. It gets tricky, but that's how it be sometimes. You feel me? Telling you, rejection is not a bad thing. Rejection is not. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Tom Brady. Can you see the? Oh, you can't even see my joint right now. My joint done fell down. My Patriots joint done fell down. I don't even feel like fixing all that right now. My boy Tom Brady, the GOAT. The best quarterback to ever touch the motherfucking turf, man. 6th round, 199th overall pick. Tom Brady. Scouting report on Tom Brady, who's a 7-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time NFL MVP. They said he would get exposed if he must ad-lib and do things on his own in the pocket. He's just an average quarterback. That's it. That's what they said about Brady. Brady, the king. Because short of Joe Montana, there's nobody else who's improvising and cooking up in that pocket like Brady. Like, there's nobody else that you're going to take in them clutch moments to make something shake besides Brady. You could play, you could hate, but it's not. It's really not, bro. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Steph Curry, Tom Brady, your daily life. There's always going to be somebody out there sitting there saying what you can and can't do. It's going to be somebody out there who you want to be next to or associated with who going to reject you. It's going to be a setback in the road to success that feels like failure when all it is a learning lesson. It is not a failure. It is not a it's a temporary setback. It might have cost you a little bit of money. It might have cost you a little bit of patience, a little bit of time for the moment, but that's it, man. You can't listen to what people say. The record labels told Jay-Z he was terrible. They didn't want to sign him when he first got on, bro. Jovito, they told him he was garbage. What is this? So he had to go independent, start his own label, press up his own joints, and make it happen. Sometimes that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta be on your independent shit. Sometimes the door that closes for you, it's nothing. You gotta go find a window to go out of, shit, or kick a hole in the wall and make a door your own. Cause just cause the door ain't open for you don't mean you can't get out this motherfucker or get in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You don't let what these people say who are supposed to be experts and so-called professionals and analysts and all that who don't even know shit tell you something and they be so wrong, bro. Like, shit is wild. Like, You never know like how this shit'll be really playing out. You know what I'm saying? My son Jalen Brunson, arguably the best. I mean, it's really not arguably right now. It's really not arguably no more. The best Nick ever, Jalen Brunson, was a 33rd overall pick. Mr. New York Knicks championship, man. Not to forget, he was with Dallas. Dallas drafted him. Then got rid of him because they thought like, yeah, he wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be worth it. He ain't no a franchise player. This nigga's the face of the Knicks. That's what I'm saying. You can't listen to what people say. You can't listen to what the experts say. They don't know shit. They don't know shit, man. That's why I call this shit against all odds, because you are going against all odds every day. Every day you're going against all odds. You're going against the negativity of the world. You're going against the naysayers. You're going against your negative thoughts. You're going against your childhood traumas. You're going against, excuse me, the person next to you, they childhood traumas, because that's why they fucked up, because they ain't fixed their childhood traumas. Still ain't hug their daddy, talk to their mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day it's a battle to get up and win. Excuse me. Every day it's a battle to get up and fight that you must win. Put it like that. Every day it's a battle that you must fight to get up and win. And it's easy to win if you just fix your mindset first. If you fix your mindset first, I promise you, it'll play in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay determined, stay focused, because you gotta think about it. Steph Curry was told he wasn't athletic enough. Tom Brady was picked 199. They said Jalen Brunson was too small and would never lead a franchise. Like, you notice the pattern? You know what I'm saying? Like, the world keeps confusing not ready yet now with never. And don't let somebody else's evaluation become your expiration. Let me say that one more time. Don't let nobody else's evaluation become your expiration. Just because they say, oh, you ain't gonna never be, who the fuck are they? They ain't you. The only person who can control your abilities and bring out the best of your abilities and the best of your skills is you. Can't nobody else take that or break that from you, man. That's a fact. You gotta know that. You gotta feel that. You gotta believe that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? People can measure your height, your weight, your speed, your stats, but they can't measure your future, bro. Like, your work ethic. Can't no scouting report predict that. Can't no coach that. You know what I'm saying? Your drive. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain intangibles within you that people can't see. Granted, like I said earlier, certain people see stuff in you, and that's not always just physical. A good amount of time it is physical, but there is a good amount of time where people can feel it. They feel the vibes. You know what I'm saying? They sometimes it be like spirits, or it might even be a spirit that's so opposite of yours that they can see the light. They be saying, you got the light shining on you. Yeah, because they've been in dark places themselves. They know when the light's shining and beaming. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they give love, and sometimes they try to pull you down into their darkness, further into an abyss with them. You got to be careful of that too. That's why you can't let the hate, the rejection, or the setbacks get you down, man. This is against all odds, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to treat life every day. It's against all odds, because honestly, the amount of people that you think cheering for you and clapping for you is not. They not. I got all these friends on Facebook. I got all these friends on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and X, and all that shit. Them ain't your friends. They're just on social media together. What they say, followers. They just following. That's all. They're not friends. They're not friendly. You got a friend request. That's all you do. You got a request for a friend. You ain't get a real friend, man. You just got to follow it. And you can't let what they say or what they see or deem for you to take you down or stop you, man. You got to keep believing in yourself. You have to. You got to keep pressing through adversity. You got to keep pressing through hate. Shit, when the hate starts, you should be getting excited. You know what I mean? You should be getting turned on. Pause, like, you should be rising to the occasion. You should be getting ready. Like, when the hate is on, If they hating, I'm telling you, you doing something right. If they over there just watching, can't never like, watching but can't never share, watching then stealing your ideas and fronting like it's theirs, identity thieves. Shout out to my nigga Sucio Pope. You know what I'm saying? Like when they start doing that corny ass shit, man, you doing something right. You doing something good. It's not the time to get deterred. It's not the time to get mad. That's not even the time to let them see your lowest self. That's the time for you to look in the mirror and lock the fuck in, bro. People don't, and I'm not being funny with this, nobody hates on the homeless guy with the shopping cart. They don't. But the guy who looking like he's headed to the top, who looking like he got his shit together, who looking like he's focused and ready to lock in, yeah, he gonna catch hate from family, friends, loved ones, all that, man. Like, part itself, I had to take a look. You know what I mean? Whew. But shit. Oh, where was I? Yeah, I was rapping. I'm done with that anyway. I need us also to learn the difference between excuses and obstacles. Too many times we get to obstacles and we let them just be excuses. Now, an obstacle slows you down, an excuse shuts you down. And I need y'all to learn the difference on that. An obstacle slows you down, an excuse shuts you down. And I need y'all to learn the difference. I could respect somebody who say that they trying to go up this mountain right now. I could respect somebody saying they facing a mountain. They got a mountain of trouble or pain in front of them. I can't respect the person who just sets up a campsite at the bottom of the mountain and just builds a house there, unpacks their bags, and just lives in a life of misery and complaining. I can't respect that. You could have a mountain in front of you. You could get past it. You could, go through it. You could go over it, go around it. But don't just sit there crying about what you got in front of you, man. You got a task in front of you. Get it done. Go to it. Pursue it. Just get it done. Stop bitching all the time. Like, that's the problem. Everybody always want to cry. Everybody, look at me. I'm hurting. I'm bleeding. Put a Band-Aid on that shit. Carry on and keep going on, man. Like, don't nobody got time for that. Like, things you can't control. Poverty. Losing a job. A disability. A lack of connections. Rejection. You dig? Like, these are things you can't control. Family problems. Shit, if you got kids before you pursued your goal, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an obstacle, but it's something that you could use to your advantage. It's something that you could work your way around and navigate your way through to get, to get it done. Like, you ain't gotta let everything be the straw that breaks the camel's back, bro. Like, y'all gotta be able to press through some stuff. Like, now, to me, a pure excuse, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start next week, nobody supports me, I tried this before and I failed, people like me never make it, it's too hard. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, bruh. Those is pure bred, 100% bullshit excuses. And I ain't gonna sit here and bullshit you. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Like, stop always putting off shit that you could do today, that you could get started today. Stop always putting that shit off to the next day, man. Y'all run into that cycle of being behind or shit never getting done because you get comfy not doing shit. Like, stop doing that shit. Please, like, let's that excuse has to be put to bed, man. It's a lot of y'all just be out here pipe dreaming, saying y'all want to do this, y'all got this plan, y'all got this emotion, but then y'all always, I gotta do this before I do that. I gotta do this before I just do it. Take a shot. Believe in yourself. Take a shot, because if you don't and you keep saying that next week turns into February and you still sitting there crying about the same shit. I know nobody supports me could come off as an obstacle, but that's really an excuse because you can find supporters anywhere, anytime. Shit, you could be doing a live right now with no viewers in the chat, but you still pursue it and carry it as if you got 100,000 people watching you, and it's a live show, and you got to keep treating it as such. You dig what I'm saying? Do you? You get what I'm saying? I hope so. I hope that didn't go over your head right there. Discipline beats motivation every day. Every day. Every day. Because you could be motivated to get some fucking money, but if you ain't got the discipline to get up and go get it, you ain't gonna get no fucking money. You could be motivated to cook up a plan, but if you ain't disciplined to write it down and set out the goals, ain't shit gonna get achieved. How do I word it properly? Discipline is it's the action, it's the steps you take every single day to get closer to your goal. Whether it's studying, working out, whether you feel like it or not, that's discipline. Whether you feel like doing it or not and you still do it, that's discipline. Motivation was just the thought. You dig what I'm saying? Motivation is the feeling that makes you want to start, but feelings come and go. You dig? Discipline is what keeps you moving when the motivation disappears. So we gotta always remember that discipline beats motivation. We gotta be more disciplined mentally, physically, socially, spiritually, emotionally, everywhere. We gotta do better. Daily little habits, daily routines, quarterly routines, monthly routines, weekly routines, bi-weekly routines. We gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't build your future on feelings. You can build them on habits. Don't let that go over your head. You can build your future on habits. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go find somebody who got a negative habit. Go find somebody with a drug habit, an alcohol habit. Your habits. That's what builds your environment. That's what builds your future. That's what builds your life. You know what I'm saying? Because motivation can get you up one day to go do something, but discipline gonna make your ass get up every day to go do something. Just look at it like this. Motivation is an emotion. Discipline is a decision. Emotions could change with your mood, but decisions can change your life. And let's start building and starting to form better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like better habits. You dig? Let's discipline. Let's do better, man. I didn't even want to hold y'all up too long tonight. I just wanted to get this episode out to y'all. Wanted to just talk with y'all because I know I don't know if I'm using the word right, or empath or whatever. I don't want to use that, but I be feeling shit from different people. Pause. Like I could be in the room and feel the energies. Like I really do. I be feeling shit and knowing shit just off how the vibes be in the room. And I know that a lot of people fight a lot of battles that they don't share or verbally speak out loud. But a lot of things that you go through are on your face. It's in your shoulders, it's in your posture, it's in your movement, it's in your tone, it's in your delivery, it's in your way of thinking. And I do understand that a lot of people are going through shit out there. So everything that you're going up against, like I said, it might be poverty, it might be people not supporting, it might be a partner done fucked you over and did you dirty or something. You know what I mean? Like, come up with a plan, or like a real plan to get through the bullshit, to get to success. Because what I really want to know is like, what are you fighting against right now? You know what I mean? You, you viewing. Like, get in the comment section, hit the line 315-933-4381, and tell me what is it that you are going through. What's something that you fighting right now that you trying to, you know what I'm saying, rectify and get right in your life. You know what I mean? What's something that you trying to change in your life that you feel you need help with? Are you taking the proper steps to get it done? Are you being motivated, or are you being disciplined? Excuse me. Are you letting the haters deter you? Or are you just making excuses? Are you letting rejection drop you, or are you letting it fuel you? These are questions that you need to ask yourself, and these questions I want to know too, because if you're watching me, I need you to feel motivated. I need you to feel great about yourself. I need you to want to get out there and go do it and get it done. I need you to want greater for yourself, because you deserve it. Nobody deserves to live in pain and negativity and just poverty. It's skills that we got, it's opportunities that we could pursue, it's a network that we could build, so that a lot of this doesn't have to be what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't gonna get too long-winded on y'all tonight. I ain't even go too crazy with the smoke with y'all. I ain't even get through my one. You know what I mean? I really was just talking. Like, I could tell I still got cotton mouth right now. But it's all good though. I felt like I had to, like I said once I started I wasn't gonna stop. Like, I felt it. Like, this is one of them joints, like, I just wish, like, if fuck the YouTube, real shit, fuck the YouTube. I wish y'all was just sitting right here with me in the cypher and just passing the blunt, sipping a little bit of, you know what I mean? Sipping a little bit of this Don, you feel me? With some good food around, and we just chopping it up, because, shit, it's, now that I'm getting to this point in my life, it's different stuff that I'm understanding, it's different stuff that I'm seeing, it's different shit that I get. So, being able to expound upon these ideas and thoughts that we have as people, and in this generation and from our past and going forward, it's a lot of stuff that I would be able to build on. Like, I just wish I'd be able to do it with y'all in person type shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what the future holds? You dig what, see what I'm saying? Who knows what the future holds? We don't know what the future got. You know what I mean? But what I do know is I'm gonna stay disciplined. I'm gonna keep bringing these episodes to y'all. I'm gonna stay disciplined. I'm gonna keep bringing Mook's Motivational Mondays to y'all. I got a couple of ideas, some things that I'm working on. Y'all see I got the questionnaires out there. So when y'all see them questionnaires coming through your timelines, up on a post somewhere, answer them joints, or hit my line. Like, you smack my line, 315-933-4381. With the questions or answers to any of them questionnaires that you might see. Like, I got different ones dropping. I know y'all probably just seen my, if you were stuck in a horror movie, who would you be? Who I had on the list? I had Jason. Oh, that's what it was. I said if you were trapped in a horror movie, you can only pick one serial killer, but you gotta eliminate the rest. And your choices was Jason, Michael Myers, Chucky, Leatherface, Ghostface, and Ben Willis from I Know What You Did Last Summer. So it was Ben Willis from I Know What You Did Last Summer, Ghostface, Leatherface, Chucky, Jason, and Michael Myers. If you could pick one and you had to get rid of the rest, like, who would you be? Like, who would you pick? You know what I'm saying? Like, so when y'all see my questionnaires like that in the chat, if y'all got it, if you want to throw your answer in the comment section, go ahead and do that joint now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to get up off of here very soon. You know what I mean? Because I still got some things I need to do for the rest of the evening. You feel me? But y'all know I'm always come here and chop it up with y'all first. Like, I'm always doing my thing with y'all. Like I said, I love this shit, man. I'm not here for your likes and shares and shit. Just think of me as your hood therapist. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know, you know, what's going on with y'all out there. That's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do. Like I said, if I could have y'all in the cipher with the kid, you know what I mean? Just chopping it up, doing what we do, that's what we would be doing. But, you know, we'll work it out as it happens, you know, as it comes. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, the top of the live, top of the stream. Thank you all who do, who are subscribed, who view my joints, who like my joints. You just watching, you sharing, you in the comments, you know what I mean, you hit me with questions and feedback and all that. I appreciate y'all, I truly do, man. I'm gonna keep my discipline going. You know what I'm saying? I got motivated one day, but now I'm disciplined now. You know what I mean? I'm episode 14 for somebody who didn't even have no thoughts about no YouTube at one time. Like, I'm quite engaged now. You dig what I'm saying? Quite locked in now. Like I said, like always, man. If you see the questions, you got questions. 315-933-4381. Just hit me, man. And whenever you see me live or you see a post, you see an episode, hop in the comments, man. Every video, everything that you see that I post, I promise you, there is a question in there where you could comment, we could chop it up. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here for your likes and shares and shit. I'm really your hood therapist, bro. Like, that ass. I'm really the hood therapist, man. Like, I've literally kept some people here by being able to talk certain individuals out of making certain decisions, permanent decisions for niggas. I've been able to mediate through two different sides with communication and understanding to bring some peace in certain situations. Like, I'm the hood therapist for real. Like, I've had shooters crying on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they opening up, they venting to the kid. Like, I've been able to say certain things to certain people that most can't because I'm such a good rapport with individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, my advice is sound. My actions are respectable. You dig what I'm saying? So I was able to build that rapport with certain individuals. And I'm just, you know, bringing that shit to y'all now, to the others that I would love to meet and interact with. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, thank you for tuning in. King's Corner, episode 14. Against all odds, they counted me out. But niggas is still standing. You feel me? We still staying sturdy with it. And like always, man, take your time, love your people, enjoy the moment. Take your shoes off, put your feet in the grass, and get grounded on their ass, man. You know who it is, man. King Mook, a.k.a. SB King, your hood therapist. King's Corner, episode 14. We up out of here.